Hi, welcome back to another episode of Must Be Tuesday, a Buffy podcast. I'm Mike,
I'm Manny.
and today we are diving into I, Robot, You, Jane. It is episode number 8 in season 1. And this is the episode that reminds us that the internet was always a little cursed. Willow
Mm-hmm.
falls for a mysterious online crush. Giles squares up against computers like they personally insulted him. And Buffy is stuck in the middle trying to slay a demon with dial-up energy. So let's log in, boot up, and talk techno terror, Sunnydale style.
Must be Tuesday, yeah. Must be Tuesday, yeah. Must be Tuesday, yeah. A Buffy podcast.
So, Manny, you were mistaken. You always thought the title of this episode was another episode that's to come in the future called Ted, correct?
Right. We were kind of talking about that. Like, why is this episode called I, Robot, You, Jane?
And nobody's Jane.
I know. When I think of I, Robot, You, Jane, it makes sense. My brain goes to the season 2 episode, Ted.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. That makes more sense than this one. I don't know why they went that route.
Yeah. I mean, I understand they're going like I, Tarzan, You, Jane, but also none of it makes sense. And if somebody knows why and why this is kind of a witty or a smart title for this episode, please let me know because I don't see it.
Yeah, I definitely think there could have been better options for the name of this episode. Also, I was telling you, like, in my memory, this isn't a great episode. I just remember it being really subpar and just so silly. And on this rewatch, I was like, yes, it is silly, but it's also fun. It's just,
You're like,
and there's a lot of great one-liners. Yeah, I'm having fun, whatever. I like it. I like it. So
basically, to recap, it opens up and there's all these students in the library. And at first of all, I am just confused. Like, why are all these kids in the library? Nobody's in the library ever. So all these students are in the library. Willow scans a book. Basically, scanning the book releases a demon. And it runs chaos over the networks and everything for this 1997 internet drama. And surprisingly, this demon can move all over the world so quickly and dial up energy, which I don't believe 1 second of it. And they had really good like video over the internet, like in this. And then I remember in the 90s, if I ever had access to the internet, it was horrible images and horrible graphics. But yes, so it opens up with in the 1600s, ancient times in Italy, and this demon Moloch is there, and he is basically he's very good at convincing people and making them follow him, and for his love, promising them love and acceptance or whatever, and then he kills them. I don't know why. That's like he gets fed from that, but he gets trapped inside of a book by these Italian monks. And then one day, and I love that part where the monks like close a lid on the book and say, "Let's hope nobody finds this," and reads the words aloud. Yeah. And then it opens up and there's Buffy like, "Oh, a book."
Yeah, I love it because it's like there's this great demon that's kind of taking over all these people and killing all these people, and he wants to be worshipped and followed. And then they trap him in the book, and you think like, okay, they're going to hide this book so no one ever finds it because that's what they're saying, right? So that's not released upon the world. And then somehow it just ends up at Sunnydale High.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny, but I do like the covering up and the opening of Buffy. That was cute.
Yeah. Well, Willow scans it, and I do like the idea of this because the words are supposed to be read, and once they're read, it releases the demon. But instead, the internet or the computer read it, and that released it in the interwebs, which I just thought was really smart for the time. Just thinking about it, like the internet and how even like people were really weary of the internet back then as well. And I remember it. I remember living through that. Like, oh, don't go on the internet. Like, be careful.
I know, right?
Can be anybody they want to.
Don't trust it. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
I love the opening scene, though. Yeah, like you said, in the library. It's like, what? There's other people in the library? What is going on here? One of the best things about this episode is the introduction of Miss Calendar.
Yes, and she's so beautiful. I forgot.
She's so pretty. And she's such a good actor. And I love her and Giles' little banter going back and forth between books versus computer. It's so realistic. And I love the line where Giles is like, "I'll be back in the Middle Ages." And she's like, "Did you ever leave?"
Did you ever leave? Yeah.
I don't know. Already their little banter, that little relationship, like it's already cute instantly.
It's instantly
so
cute.
You can skim it.
Scan it, Rupert. That's scan it.
Of course.
Oh, I do love it. Again, Buffy looks great. always, except for when she gets electrocuted a little bit. The
Oh
first
yeah,
time her hair was at the star of the episode.
I love it. Be honest. How does my hair
You're what?
look?
Oh,
Yeah. I love that she was so worried about her hair.
that's all she cared about.
Tell me the truth. How's my hair?
It's great. It's your best hair ever.
But yeah, Willow scans the demon into the computer, and then it's almost like overnight. I don't know. It's like Willow and Dave and Fritz are just already being like manipulated by this
Mhm.
internet demon. And I wonder what it's really saying to. Okay, so we kind of get a glimpse of what it's saying to Willow a little bit,
Mhm.
like a romantic relationship, right?
Yeah.
I wonder what exactly it's saying to the other two to get them to follow him. So like, I don't know. They're so devoted to him already. I thought that was
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, it's Willow is very she's a hopeless romantic, right? She loves Xander, but somebody gives her attention. And she even says this, just because somebody likes me, she's like, I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't have guys all like trying to get me or whatever.
Hmm.
And so just sees any kind of like attention, love, and she just wants it. So she's taking it. She doesn't care.
I know.
And I feel bad for her too, because
I know.
again, she's heartbroken.
She's being like, okay, so this is like catfished before
Mhm.
catfish was a
It
thing,
is.
right? She's being
Before the
catfished
word
by
was
this
made
online
up.
demon. Yes, she is. And I love Buffy. Buffy's in the beginning, she's happy for her that she's talking to someone new, but then she's like, what does he look? Have you seen him? Or what does he look like?
Mhm.
I don't know. You know?
I don't know.
And then another great line is Willow's like, I met him online. And Buffy's like, online for what? That's how unaware they are about the computer, you know?
Exactly.
It's so, yeah, it's so of its time, that line.
Exactly.
And then Buffy's like, well, sometimes looks does matter. Like, what if you get really into him, you get really involved, and then you find out he has a hairy back? And she's like,
Like,
no,
he
he
doesn't
doesn't
talk like
talk
he
like
has
the
a
kind of
hairy
person who
back.
would have a hairy back.
Like, who
Oh
talks
my
like I
God.
don't even know what that means.
What does that sound like? But she's so serious when she says it. Oh, did you notice? So they're in the computer lab in this scene, and Buffy's trying to talk to Willow about
Mhm.
who is this person, and when the computer kind of like the camera looks up at Buffy
Yeah.
and it's pixelated,
Mhm.
and then like the computer starts doing like a poll of all the kids looking for
Yeah.
Buffy on the computer, finds Buffy on there, and when he first finds Buffy on the computer, her date of birth is
October 24th.
10/24/80. Yep,
80.
10/24/80. And then the computer demon sends that to Dave? No, Fritz. And then the
Fritz.
date of birth is 5/6/79. Yep.
Wait, then which one makes
Her
more
date of birth
sense?
changes. I don't know, but why did they do that?
I
They
don't
both make sense. I
know.
mean, it's only like,
It's
well,
1997, right?
it's 97, yeah. And she was 16, so I don't know which one makes more sense. I'm not trying to do math right now. But why did
80
they
makes
change?
more sense for me.
Okay. I thought that was weird. An
It was
interesting
just a
little
typo.
thing.
I didn't notice
I
that. That's
know.
cool.
Yeah,
Also,
it
let's talk
is.
about Fritz for a second. Like, I'm all jacked in. Like, what the hell is like
Oh my
whoever
God.
first of all, whoever said that at all about the internet? I'm
At all.
jacked in. I don't feel like I don't think that was a thing.
That was like that scene of him saying that. That was like one of the only things that I was like, well, one of the few things that I was like, I don't know if I like that.
Yeah.
It
But
just kind of was weird.
even before the demon was scanned into the internet, he said, I'm jacked in. If you're not jacked in, then
Oh
he still
yeah.
was saying that. I'm like, that's not I was like, was that a thing? I mean, I hope
Stop
that
trying to make
sounds
Jackson happen. It's never gonna
yeah, it's
happen.
never gonna happen.
That is weird. Buffy also calls an email an e-letter.
E-letter.
Have you ever heard that? Like, is that something
No.
that they would say back in the
I
day?
have no idea. But like, was it like
She calls it
serious?
yeah, I think so.
An
I think she was
e-letter.
serious. An e-letter.
I thought it was
Um,
okay. That's
okay.
funny. I love the part where Buffy, all of a sudden, when they figure out the demon goes into the computer, Buffy all of a sudden has all this knowledge about computers. She's like, and to any computer connected by a modem. Like, first of all, you didn't even know what online was, and now you know what modems are.
And now you know about modems, girl. That's true.
Please.
Make it make sense. Okay, so then Buffy, I love how Buffy's talking to Giles about this issue, right? And
Yeah.
Giles is like, well, you should probably follow him. And she's like, follow Dave? What, in like a trench coat and dark glasses? And then it cuts to the scene of him leaving the high school, and she's suddenly in the little sunglasses, and the spy music comes on. I love it.
Yes. It's
That
so
was really
good.
cute. But it leads to another thing that was weird. How did she like follow him and get there at the same time? Because he was
She had
driving.
no car. Wasn't he in a
And
car?
he was in a car. He drove away
She
in a
used
car. And
her Slayer run.
her Slayer run. I guess so. Because she just happens to show up. She goes on foot, but she's there at the same exact time.
Yeah, and then she even like stops and does this thing while he's driving away. Girl, you better go
I
catch
know.
up.
There's no time for this, girl.
We don't question these things. We just
I
understand what
know.
happened.
hmm So then they end up at a computer, CRD, computer research lab,
Hmm.
which is funny because like Xander's the one that knows all about the computer research
Mhm.
lab because his uncle used to mop floors there or something.
Yeah.
And then that's when the demon tells Fritz to kill Buffy,
Yeah.
kill her.
And then they're obviously working together with Fritz and Dave
Yeah.
because Fritz is the one that set it up, and then Dave is the one that told him. So Dave wanted to kill her at first or went along with it, but then he felt guilty about it and warned her. But that's the part
Oh,
where her hair
yeah.
gets all frizzy.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
love it.
that's the part where her hair gets frizzy. And then I like Giles like, well, she was only grounded for a second, but had she been anyone but the Slayer,
Yeah.
like she would have died, basically. Another great line is when Buffy tells Giles, "My spider sense is tingling," and he says,
Yes.
"Your spider sense?" She's like, "Pop
Pop
culture
culture.
reference. Sorry." Oh, and then Jenny Calendar walks in the library, and she's like, "Y'all are here again. Y'all really love the library, huh?" And
Oh,
Xander
yeah.
says, "To read makes our speaking English good."
And Buffy grabs it.
There's
She's
just a
like,
lot
"You
of
read?"
uh-huh.
I love it. I
There's
love it.
there's actually like a lot of cute little lines in this episode. I love it.
Yeah, there's so many good ones.
So yeah. And then Dave, after saving Buffy, goes into the computer lab and is like telling the computer, "I can't do this.
Hmm.
I can't, like, I'm not gonna kill Buffy." And Fritz kills Dave. But that I think is one of the best parts of this episode. The suicide note.
The suicide letter.
That oh my god. That's really creepy when you think about it.
It is
Like
very
the way it
creepy.
just came up so fast. Oh my god.
It's like
That
ChatGPT
was
just wrote it
creepy.
really quick.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Like
and
that
I didn't understand when Buffy discovered the body in the computer lab. I mean, he was hanging right in the middle of the room, and she walks in. She didn't see it
I
until
wrote
like
that
I
down
guess she
too
walked
because
in
I'm like, how did she
looking
not?
this way, and then
I know she had her
she like
blinders on because
right.
you would have seen him the second you walked in that room.
I
Yep.
agree, and they just again. I mean, this is something I always question, but nobody else does because it's Sunnydale. Okay, another person dies at school, and there's like la la la, like not on the news. Mom doesn't say anything. No teachers don't
I
seem
know.
concerned.
Yeah.
Like okay,
Yes, he died.
whatever.
She mentioned it for a second, and we're done. and
And
we're
we're
moving
done.
on.
Moving on.
Yes.
Ugh.
So then they're back in the library and they realize that the demon is in the computer. And they
Yes.
find the Willow file and they try to delete it. I thought
Mhm.
this was funny because when they try to delete it, the pixelated picture of the demon comes on and you can
He's like,
hear Buffy audibly gasp. But I thought it was so cheesy because he's like, "Stay away from Willow. It is none of your business." Like I just
Stay away from Willow. It is none of your business.
for like this like demon that's how old?
yeah, right. None of
It's
your
just such a silly thing for him
business.
to say. It's none of your business. I just
Well,
thought
he's
that was so
already,
silly.
but he's all jacked in, so
Oh, that's
he now
true.
knows the lingos and
He
stuff.
knows the lingo. It's none of
What
your
I was gonna
business.
say was, I just thought it was funny too. If he's like code technically at this time, but it shows his
Oh yeah.
face, and he does like one of those like intros to I don't know, like one of those All in the Family or shows. He goes, he
Oh
does like a
yeah.
side turn. The-
The turn. Yeah.
I was like, okay, like
Everywhere you
you,
look, everywhere.
like, why is he turning? He's like, he's not a physical thing in the computer. He's just in the computer, Anyway,
He's like in the middle of something. Oh my god, he was in the middle. You got me off guard. That is so
oh my
stupid. I
god.
love it.
Oh, sorry.
That's good.
I don't really laugh that hard. Okay. Yeah. So Okay, so another thing is at this point, Willow is in love and she's mad at everybody who like denies her of her love.
Yeah.
And it's really sad because I want Willow to be in love. And it's just,
Mhm.
I feel bad for her. And I feel bad that
Yeah.
and I also feel bad that Buffy doesn't see like she doesn't see that it could be a thing right away. Like, I mean, that she never accepts it. Because I guess at the time everybody was very anti-internet, maybe, but I
Mm.
just feel like Buffy should have maybe, opened her mind a little bit to the idea of dating online. Just a
Yeah.
little. I don't know.
Mhm.
But she just
But it's all
and then
creepy to
Willow
them,
was
and I like
late.
yeah. And then, oh, yeah. She slept in till 5th period, but then she's like, "So what if I blow off a few classes?"
Mhm.
She's like, "I thought you slept in." The
Yeah.
tension in that scene, the way Buffy's kinda like, I don't know. I like it.
Yes.
There's a little
But
bit of
it's like their
tension, there's a
first
little bit of
fight.
drama. I know, right? Like, they're really I don't know, I like it.
But
And it's
Willow
like,
also, at the time, like at the computer lab, when Willow and then he said, "Oh, but because I've seen Buffy's permanent record," and he's like, "How do you know that?" She's like, "How do you know
"Ooh."
that?" And then Willow gets, suspicious at that time.
That's
And
the first instance where Willow
mhm,
feels a little like, "Something's not right here." Just
yeah.
something felt
And
wrong.
good for her too. Like after that, she didn't want to read it. She looked at the emails and said she's not responding to them anymore. And like
Mhm.
Willow's smart. Like she doesn't
Yeah.
continue something when like we'll be screaming at the TV, "Don't do it, girl." No, Willow's like red
Mhm.
flag, never mind. She knows. But
Yeah.
he also
Yeah,
knew
it
that
took her
she
a
wouldn't
minute, but she
come.
did realize.
Yeah. He also knew she wouldn't come on her own. So Fritz kinda kidnapped her.
Mhm. Oh, yeah. She gets kidnapped, and, and then it gets to, like, the scene where Miss Calendar comes in to the library, and Giles is looking for her help to try to figure out what's going on, and this is where we discover that there's more to Miss Calendar than we thought, and I love
Yeah.
it.
And
They
she
really
wasn't
gave her
surprised at all.
she wasn't surprised. She's a techno-pagan. She knows more than we thought, and how there's just also I guess I never heard of the word techno-pagan, like, but it's like I've never heard of it, but I understood it when she said
Yes,
it.
I had never heard of it, but I know exactly what it
But I
is.
know what she meant, and that's all that matters. So, Willow's kidnapped, and Moloch is now taking, like, this robotic form,
Robot body.
I guess, iRobot Eugene,
Mhm.
and then kills Fritz instantly, but it's interesting that he wants to repay Willow, and he tells Willow he loves her. Like, does he really love her? It's because
I don't
she's the
know.
one that freed him.
Yeah.
She's the one that freed him, and
Are
he's like, "I
demons
can give you
capable
this, I
of
can give you the
love?
world," you know? Maybe not love in the traditional sense, just in
Yeah.
the maybe, like, "I owe it to you because you freed me"
Yeah,
sense.
I was afraid that he would have just killed Willow too, but I guess he didn't want her dead. I don't
Right.
know.
Yeah, he was gonna
Well,
go
until he
for it
did.
after she denied it, but if she would've gone with it, I guess it would just you know what? It's like Moloch is kinda like he's not just a demon. I feel like what they're trying to show us is that there's, like, a cult leader theme to this as well.
Mhm.
Because even at the beginning of the episode, when he's telling that one guy in Italy, he's like, "I'll give you everything. All I ask for is whatever,
Your
your love
love.
or follow me or whatever." Yeah. I'm like, that's very cult leader. Like, there's very a cultish vibe to this episode.
Yeah, and what's crazy too is this demon doesn't really have any powers. He's just very persuasive, it sounds like. He's able to persuade these people to do what they want, just like a cult leader would, but
That's a good point.
he doesn't have magical, mystical that we
Not that we
know
know
of,
of, right? Because if he
or
had
else
not been
Willow would have
in
been
the
blinded.
computer, yeah, exactly. So his power is like persuasion, I guess. I don't know.
Yes.
Um, I, that's interesting because had he not been sucked into the computer, right? He doesn't have any powers that we know of. We haven't seen anything like that. So
Mhm.
that's a good point.
Another good quote is once they're there at the lab, Moloch is like saying, "There's a man in I forgot Japan
Oh,
transferring money for
yeah.
a contract on his mother's life." I was like, I never understood that when I've watched it a few times, and
I
then
didn't either.
today I was like, wait, he's hiring a hitman to kill his mom?
Yep. I guess I was too
I,
young then because I
I
always
guess
skipped
too, yeah.
past. I just
I'm
whatever
just
that
like, just went
line.
over my head. I'm like, oh, I guess.
Y-
Oh, I was like, when he said that's nice, I was like, oh, he's not that bad, I guess, because he's sending money to his mother, is what I always
mhm.
thought in a way.
And we get little hints. Not only that line, but we get little hints throughout the episode that he's also wreaking havoc to other people in other
Mhm.
ways. Some of them are kind of silly, like the boy on the stairs that's like writing the
Yeah.
paper about Nazi Germany, but it's like a positive outlook. He's like, I didn't write
I
that,
didn't write
you
this.
know?
Who
Yeah, and
who
then
got
the other
access
one
to my
is
files?
yeah, and then the other one is there's a 5-second clip where the nurse is like, his record didn't say he was allergic to penicillin.
Mhm.
So did someone die? There are little
Yeah.
things that are kind of sprinkled out. And also there's a scene where Giles is in the library listening to the radio. He's listening to the radio, and the radio
Yeah.
guy, which by the way, I looked it up, is Joss Whedon,
Oh, okay.
is the radio voice. And he's talking about the news and things that are going on and the FBI. And there's other things that are going on in the background. It's not
Around
just,
the world.
yeah, exactly. Which I thought that was smart. Um, oh, so fast forward to again, they're in the building. Buffy and Xander are coming in to save Willow, and I love when Willow starts beating him up.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. It's so cute. And she's like, "Remember me, your girlfriend? I think we should break up, but maybe we can still be friends." It's so great. It's
And I
so
love it
cheesy.
because it's
Uh,
funny too, because Moloch is kinda, like, taken aback by her hitting him, which is, I don't
yeah,
know, like, you were just about to kill her, why wouldn't she wanna, like, hit you back or
yeah.
something?
Like he lets her have the swings. Like he just kind
Yes.
of lets
Like,
her
he's like,
have at it.
You're right, I deserve this
Hmm.
for
But
lying to
that is
you."
that's so Willow. Like that's the extent of her meanness. Maybe we
Yes.
should break up. Maybe we can just still be friends. It's so
That
aggressive.
is
Like,
Willow.
go Willow. I love it. It's so
Love it.
good.
Alright, so they end up casting the demon out of the internet with, Miss Calendar's help and her coven or her techno-pagan group around the web. They form like a
Oh yeah.
what is it called? Digital circle,
Hmm.
and she's just typing the words that Giles is saying. He's reading the lyrics to the, I guess, what is it called? Exorcist or whatever, exorcism. And I love how Giles is, like, reading it like he means it, even though him reading it isn't doing anything, it's the
It's
typing
not
that's
doing
doing
anything.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
So they cast out the demon, and you think it's like, where did I cast it to? And my first thought was, oh my God, it's just going to be somewhere lost in the internet, or I don't know, a file that now can be deleted.
Well, you think
But
it's going to be
no,
in the book.
you think yeah, first you think it's going to be book. And then once it's not in the book, I'm like, oh, maybe it's in a file that can be deleted or something.
Hmm.
But no, they just bound him to this body that he had made for himself. And then that's when the Buffy fights it and Willow fights it.
Oh, that makes sense. I don't think I ever put that together. So that's why now he is very killable in his real form
Mhm.
because that's where he is now.
Yeah,
Okay, that makes
he is
sense.
a robot now. Like, he is bound to the
Got it.
body to form.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's kind of far-fetched in a way, like, I don't know. In my mind, I don't know why,
Not
because
Buffy the Vampire Slayer being
you know,
far-fetched.
I just don't believe that could really happen.
Shut up.
In this world, I don't think it could happen because Buffy, in Buffy's world, in my with those glasses on, it's just it would make more because when they casted him out the first time, he went into a book. Now this time he's still alive, but he's a
Yeah.
person again, or a demon again, or whatever, a flesh again. So anyway, but whatever, I went along with it.
Well, and ultimately it makes more sense, right? Because in a way, if he would have been cast back into the book, well, then someone could still
Oh,
read it
Yeah,
or scan
yeah,
it or whatever. And this way, it's like, no, you're done.
yeah.
We killed you. That's it. You're done.
He's been
Um,
made nuts and bolts now.
exactly. And then, okay, so we're reaching the end, and it cuts back to the computer lab, and there's a little more playful banter between Giles and Miss Calendar.
Yes.
A little bit of flirting, and I didn't write it down, but I love
His
Giles' little
description of the smell.
monologue.
Yeah.
The description of the books are musty and they smell, and the context, and computers don't have that. I'm like, oh, it was
It
just
was so
beautiful.
good.
Yeah, it's really good. And with his voice and his accent, and it's just like it's so good.
And you even see
And
Miss Calendar, like, endear it. Like, it was like, this is I love what you just
like
said.
she was taking it in. Like because
Yes.
she's so about computers, but she kind of was like, she was thinking. It was making her think a little bit, and I don't
Mhm.
know, maybe making her like him a little
Well,
bit
she
more.
did,
But
because she did say flirt. She did flirt with him because he came to return an earring that he found in the
Is that what that
library.
was? I was wondering what that was. Okay.
Well, it looked like a ring, and he said, "Well, I don't dangle corkscrews from my ear or something." She's like, "That's not where I dangle it from."
What did she mean by that?
It must be a belly button ring, a nipple ring, or a personal private ring. But it was long. I was like, "Where did she dangle it from?"
Where does she? Dang, what is she doing on the weekends?
She gets in her car and puts it on her roof.
Oh my gosh.
That's where I dangle it.
Right. Something so stupid and boring.
That would be so Buffy, though.
Yeah, it would be. It
do.
actually would be. It would make sense.
Yeah, I love
Oh,
that.
and then, oh yeah, but with the spoiler alert, but like, they really did a good job in one episode bringing in this new character and giving her a background. Like they introduced a new character, they gave her a good background, they gave her good dialogue, good banter, chemistry, like setting
And
us
they
up
made
for
us
what's
like
to
her.
come. Yes, we love her already.
Yeah,
She's cool. She's
she is
cool.
cool.
And
Also, one of the best quotes from this episode is from the ending, where they're
oh my
talking
God, I know.
about relationships. Oh, that's dating on the Hellmouth. And do you have it written down?
Yes, Buffy says, let's face it, none of us are ever going to have a happy, normal relationship. And then Xander says, we're doomed. And Willow goes, yeah. And I love this ending, the dialogue, and then the way they're kind of smiling,
Yeah.
and then their
they're-
smiles fade once they think about it.
We're doomed.
Yeah.
And what makes it even better is it's really sad considering what we know.
It is,
Considering
but
what we know now.
considering what we know now and the future of their relationships.
Yeah.
Like complete spoiler alert, but like, yeah, all of them, they just can't have normal relationships in this life, in this world.
No. Mm-mm.
Also, going along with that, kudos to the directors and the writers of it because they really did follow through on that one quote
I know, right? They
through
really
the
did.
whole entire
Yeah.
series.
I think that might be one of the best ending dialogues. I don't know. We'll have to like see what comes in our next, with the seasons and with the rest of our
Mhm.
podcasts. But that one is so good and hits so deep and it's funny and sad at the same time.
Yeah, and they flash back to other episodes that they remind you of Teacher's Pet, how Xander's dated a bug,
Oh
or
yeah.
not dated a bug, but wanted to hook up with his
Mhm.
teacher who was a bug, and then I guess Buffy doesn't really count because Angel is a reoccurring theme in
Mhm.
vampire and all that. So, but yes, it is. You know what? I was actually pleasantly surprised by this by watching this. I did like it. I think the dumb part of this, the far-fetched part, the dumb part
Yeah.
of this episode was when he was made into nuts and bolts and into a like metal thing. I just thought that was kind of
Yeah.
cheesy. I mean,
Mhm.
Buffy is camp, and that was the best. That was the most campiest thing,
Yeah.
in my
Exactly. It
opinion.
was very camping. And we didn't get there's no Angel in
No
this
Angel,
episode. There's no Cordelia
no Cordelia again.
in this episode. And so what do you think about so they have, of course, the arc of the season, but they have all these monster of the week episodes. Do you think that is a good thing? Do you think that it's weird to take a break from something that just happened that was so big last episode, which is Angel,
Yeah,
to go to now and you don't even talk about it? you know?
yeah, you're right.
Or do we need it? Would it be too much if it were just serious, like
Yeah,
season
I
6?
feel like in
I don't
future
know.
episodes that when it's something serious, they don't take a break from it necessarily. They do have a
Mhm.
lighter episode, but they at least include that banter in it to help
Yeah,
carry
they still
over.
acknowledge they're still, yeah.
Yeah, there was no acknowledgement until the last quote when she's like, "Hey, and the guy I like turned out to be a vampire." But that
Right.
wasn't like
That one
acknowledgement of your
line.
feelings
Yeah.
and how you just kissed and all this stuff. Like, so yeah, I think they could have done better with that. Again, they're finding their feet still, I guess, and but I think I can't remember now, but I'm pretty sure they fix that in the future. But
Yeah. I think so too. I think as the seasons go along, maybe there's less monster of the week things that go on. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to refresh our memory when we get there. But I was thinking about that, and maybe for some people, if it was just nonstop Angel and the
in
Master,
Buffy
it's like maybe
drama,
it would be too heavy. I
Could
don't know.
be. But also, you're right. Like, that was, I mean, one of the best episodes. You know, the Angel, one of the best
Mhm.
episodes with the best endings,
Yep.
beginning to end. It was beautiful. We loved it. Um, but you're right. Like, they go from that intense scene where Angel leaves, and then Buffy's like standing there and like almost in tears. And it's not negative or positive. It's just, and they end on a kiss and then no talk about it at all.
No, we're not gonna talk
Like,
about it this week.
no good talk about it. Just it is what it
Yeah.
is.
But it's kinda cool how, like, Buffy can be so deep and
Mhm.
emotional 1 second and then just so silly
Silly,
the
campy,
next second, you know?
ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kinda cool. I think that's kinda the beauty of it, maybe.
Yeah, we do need a break. We do need a break, but maybe like remind some people what's going on as well.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right. That's the thing. So
Yeah.
this was episode 8,
Mm-hmm.
so we have 4 more to go.
4 more
Okay.
for season 1.
Yeah.
I really did.
Exciting.
So on a scale, so we're gonna do our rating now.
Oh, yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, what would you give this? How many floppy disks will you give this episode?
Floppy disks. I wanna be fair. Oh my god, I don't know.
You always have a hard time.
I do. I'm gonna go with a 7.5.
7.5. Okay.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah, I was
What
gonna
about
go
you?
with a 7. And then I was like, maybe a 6.5. And then I said, no, I'm gonna stick with 7. Just because
7?
the robot, it's so campy. But then again, Buffy's just campy. So like I can't judge it on that. Like, oh, it's too,
Mhm.
or like you said, it's too far fetched. like,
Yeah.
like, you're right. It's Buffy.
I think it's
Like,
one of those episodes you just kinda have to let go of that
yeah.
and enjoy it for what it is. Enjoy the ride, enjoy the witty banter, the great one-liners, and just have fun.
No, but I guess definitely on like our 10th rewatch of the whole entire series, it's a fun episode, and I
Mhm.
love it. I love it for what I love every episode for what it is. Like
Mhm.
even the worst of
Did
the worst.
you know this is typically ranked among the worst?
Same with the pack.
Oh, really?
A
Okay.
lot of people don't like the pack, but then again, some people say it's in their top 10.
I
So
love the pack.
there's something for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Not everything has
Exactly.
to be that deep.
Well, viewers, tell us what you liked, what you didn't like. If you weren't around in the 90s and didn't understand internet and why they were so weirded out by it, let us know that too, because we were all weirded out by it, I guess. Also, if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more content. And next episode number 9, it's called The Puppet Show. It is
Mhm.
silly. There are twists, there are turns, and I think we get introduced to Snyder, Principal
We
Snyder,
do.
the new
Yep.
principal. So be
Mhm.
prepared for that, for the puppet show where mannequins aren't always what they seem. Or not mannequins,
Mhm.
dummies aren't always what they
Dummies.
seem to be.
Yeah. This
And
can be a
once
very
again,
creepy episode for some people. So.
yeah, well, actually, yeah, dummies are pretty creepy.
Mhm. Yep.
I do like them though. I want one, kind of.
You do?
Maybe not.
Not me.
Maybe not after this episode.
I know, not
Once
me.
again, though, if you did like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe for more content, follow us every Tuesday as we post new podcasts of our rewatch through Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Also, you can check us out at buffytuesdays.com. Find us on socials, TikTok, Instagram, Buffy Tuesdays. And other than that, Manny, do you have anything else you want to talk about?
I don't think so. I'm good. I think I'm
I
excited
think
for
we
next
hit
week.
all the points on this one.
Yeah.
So until next Tuesday, if the apocalypse comes,
Beep us.
thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Until next Tuesday, keep your stakes in line. If the apocalypse comes, beep us anytime. We're your Scooby gang, we've got your back. Just don't invite vamps for a midnight snack.